U.S. Open coverage continues on serve in the second set. Kirilenko won the first 6-2.
Thought that was going long. Well, that's the case when you're in a winning position. Just trying to will herself into this match somehow.
And the way Kirilenko's been playing, if she doesn't hold serve here, unless Kirilenko gets nervous, the time's running out really quickly.
Kirilenko 29 in the current world rankings. One of the 7 ladies from Russia in the top 30.
One of the few long rallies that McHale wins. The Russians have been so consistent over the last 4 or 5 years. You have 2 in the top 10 at the moment. There was a time where there was about 5. Kuznetsova, former champion here. The Americans have 5 in the top 100. Stevens is actually going to join that group after. Kirilenko's done a really good job on serve of keeping McHale honest, of swinging her out to her forehand, not letting her move over to run around the backhand to hit forehands.
Kirilenko's also done a good job after there's been a crowd eruption, whether it's on a change of ends like at 5-2 or after that last game. She gets down to business, and she's won a couple of points after the eruption.
Challenge.
On the right, near Sagan. The ball's called out.
Case review showing that it was wide, so double fault. Her 4th.
Kirilenko has 2 challenges remaining.
Challenge that one too.
On the right, center service line. The ball's called out.
This could be a show of nerves, really, if she's wrong on this one.
Well, but the chase review shows you this one. She just clipped the line, barely.
Wow.
So she gets the ace.
Her second, 30-15. Sure she saw it from back there. That half a millimeter. Good use of the challenge, though.
Not the right time to change the direction of the ball there for McHale. Too far deep in the court.
Well, McHale came to asked for the trainer to come out there.
That's right. Went right to the chair umpire on her way to her chair on the change of ends. And you know, there was a little bit of a right leg twinge that she felt. So just got a little bit of advice. No treatment. But something in the leg. No signs of it, by the way, Mike.
No. Well, we'll watch closely as McHale saw that as well. We're on serve here in the second set. Couldn't get to that last one. She able to get to the first one.
And Pam, it looks like something is definitely wrong with Kirilenko.
Well, she was hitting her leg with her racket about 4 or 6 games ago, but I've seen her do that before. Now, she's also been a player that's played with leg strapping on a lot. Doesn't have any on right now.
Shaking out that right leg in addition to hitting it in between that point.
It's got to be serious because when you're up a set in 4-3, you don't call the trainer. You don't want to give your opponent any sort of hope. If you're McHale, this is your opportunity to...
You know, you can see the red mark from a combination of where the trainer just gave her a little bit of treatment. And she just keeps whacking her leg with her racket. I mean, isn't it going to make it worse?
Comes on up to the net and puts it away. It's going to take a second to come over here and get a drink. Almost like she's trying to slap a potential cramp from coming out in that right leg.
That's what it looks like, and she's drinking there during a game. You don't see that very often, trying to hydrate herself.
I was going to say, if she's cramping, then she's totally mismanaged her hydration. It's only an hour 23. It's freezing down here.
And temperature dropped to 68 right now.
It feels colder. Shouldn't be cramping.
Yes. That is wide.
You know, that win she had over Sharapova a couple of years ago at the Australian Open was well over 3 hours long. It was played with the roof shut, but she's always been a pretty fit player, singles and doubles. And this is really strange.
Never a good time, but as bad a time as you could for a double. Her second on the night, deuce. Terrific return from Kirilenko with a huge pressure point against McHale here. Break point. Fans trying to urge Christina on, trying to stay on serve. Well, even with the onset of those leg cramps for Kirilenko, McHale unable to take advantage. In tennis, her dad's work, her dad John, his work took them there from when Christina was ages 3 through 8. Now has to break Kirilenko to stay in the match.
And Mike, if you'd have asked me before the match about who had a little bit more firepower, who was going to have a chance to break in this match, I would have said it would have been McHale. I mean, McHale, when she's playing well, her forehand's heavy. It's much bigger than Kirilenko's ground strokes. And I thought because Kirilenko doesn't possess a big serve that we would have seen more opportunities to break.
Certainly was heavier against Bartoli when she knocked out the 8 seed in the last round for McHale. Andy Roddick, Jack Sock, a couple of Americans head-to-head coming up next.
I'm excited about that one.
In some ways looking back at the time machine on the other side of the court for Andy, young kid from Nebraska. Great picture earlier. He met him when he was 10. I'll meet him on America's biggest tennis stage tonight. Went for that one. It's wide. It's triple match point.
A lot of people expecting McHale to come through tonight. It's only the 10th winner, Mike, for McHale. Kirilenko has more than double.
Talk about age, hometown expectations. Kirilenko's just outplayed her here tonight. She's had much better, much more solid game. Fewer mistakes. 1 match point saved. Not that one. Christina McHale's name was on the top of the marquee coming into this match, but Maria Kirilenko was the star in 90 minutes. 2 and 3. She moves to the 4th round of the U.S. Open for the first time in her career.